So what up guys? Today's gonna be a tutorial on Russia, an opening guide if you will. Um, so I'm gonna be showcasing my playing style on how I do these types of runs that I enjoy the most. I'm not really using any exploits or abusing the game mechanics like selling out the rebel garrisons or stuff like that. And I'm not really hiring mercs either. I'm just playing it really vanilla, if you will. So the first thing that we want to do is move the spy towards Poland, because Poland will be your biggest threat in the early game. And there is this one castle right here. It's called Vilnius. It's somewhere around here, and it has a really big garrison. And the Poles are gonna try to take it, and they're gonna fail a bunch of times. That will weaken the garrison, which is good for us. Um, yeah, I mean it makes it easier for us to take it, and we want to avoid it in the opening few turns, because what we want to do actually is use this army to go to Riga. You actually want to place a watchtower here while we're at it, just to get some visibility, for when we're not there. You want to combine these two to send them to, I think that's Smolensk. That's somewhere over here. Yeah, Smolensk. Again, place a watchtower on the border. Then you want to put this on low to get the maximum population growth. And some people would first build the paved roads, but I would really recommend just going for the land clearance first, as that will boost your population growth even further, and that will unlock better units faster, because once you can upgrade to the next city tier, you can build better buildings, which gives you better units. Right. The priest should go to Riga. As you can see, it's only 10% here, as opposed to 74% in Smolensk and Eastern Europe. You want to keep on recruiting. Send this one to Poland to get some trade rights. They are going to betray us. We are not going to betray them, because we're not really that type of guy, So that is the first turn all dealt with, I think. Let's do a quick save. We are losing money, as you can see, but that's not a problem, because once we take Riga, it's gonna be fine. We don't want to take these guys, because this will fuck up your royal family. So we're not gonna be taking them. And if you take the suitable husband, then you lose the princess as a diplomat. She will be gone from the campaign map. You cannot use her anymore, because she's making babies, probably from that point on. So the game gives us a mission to take Smolensk. It will reward us with some of the best units currently available, which is pretty useful, as we wanted to take Smolensk anyways. Here it is. It only has three units in the garrison, which is nothing. You are going to go to Riga, which is also a really small garrison. In the meantime, we're going to keep recruiting, and we're going to send you to reinforce the garrison. Not for Riga itself, but once we take Riga, we want to go to Helsinki, convert it into a city, and move down to Vilnius, which is this castle right here. This one has a really annoying garrison. That's really costly to take on in the early game and the opening moves. So yeah, we're gonna keep an eye on it, see what the Poles do. They're probably gonna fail a bunch of times and weaken it for us, which is good. Yeah, so you have to go into Smolensk. Keep on recruiting here, as I said. You could build a merchant, but they're very pricey, so I wouldn't really recommend doing that in the early game. Maybe a bit later. Then going into turn 3, we can lay siege on Riga itself. Again, we don't want to take this guy, because we want to use our princess as a diplomat, as we are approaching the Poles. This one is the closest, I think. The settlement right here. It's called Halig or something. Yeah, this should be a good spot for a spy, because the Poles are going to be coming in this way. They also have an eye. They also want to take Riga. Now we could do this. This should be very easy. I will show you actually how easy this is. Right, so it's all about... hold on, let me do this. They're gonna stay there, which is fine, right? What we're gonna be doing is move our archers. Can you shoot from there? No, you can't. Can you shoot from here? No, you can't. What if we just use our general to and then we'll back out. Okay, that was quite costly, actually. Hold on, this can be a good spot, and then this is also... Yeah, I remember now. We could even... Yeah, that's good. We're gonna harass them. Keep on the skirmish mode. And in the meantime, we're using our horses to... we gotta watch out that our king doesn't die. That's really bad, so actually move out. Doesn't matter if you lose some guys, because it's actually going pretty shit, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's actually okay if we lose... where is our king? Here he is. If we lose a bunch of horses. Why? What are you doing? Are you even shooting? Yes, you are. Because the horses are gonna... Oh my god, okay. Well, this is not really going according to plan. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? If you suck at the game like me, you can just wait for them to sally out. No, hold on. We're gonna try that again. I think we're still gonna win this. We have to. Otherwise it would be really pathetic. Yeah, we will win this. I just didn't want to use my my spear militia. That's fine. Why aren't you shooting? Why is this guy not... And why aren't you shooting? I think something's going on. Anyway, we won. Very costly. Normally you would have your general at this point, unlike me. But that's fine. Occupy, don't sack or anything. Immediately go for the upgrade. We need a new... leave this archer behind. We need a new general. Normally you would still have your general. But it's fine. Go for another set of those. Go for another farm. This should be the next step. Oh, what we can do is send this guy. Yeah, we'll send him back. Normally you would still have your general, right? Yeah, this should be easy. We can auto-resolve this. We probably could have auto-resolved the other one as well. But you know what you know, I just suck at the game. You're gonna have to deal with it. Right. Again, put it on low tax for the population increase. Right. Keep on recruiting. As you can see, we're now making money again. We really should be able to auto-resolve this. Yes, here you go. Occupy it. And keep on moving. You can leave behind, I guess, one set of archers. And now we're gonna go to Kiev. And a good way to spot Kiev on this in this fog of war is to look for the 2 handcuffs. And it's gonna be between the 2 of them, the city. I'm gonna place a watchtower just to get that visibility. And we want to convert Smolensk to a town. I know there is this exploit. If you upgrade to a castle first, you can skip 1 city level, but I'm not doing that type of stuff. I'm just not that guy, you know. Actually, just first do this, then do this, and then do this to get the maximum population growth. I'm just playing on really vanilla settings, you know what I mean? Not settings, but playstyle. You can actually use this bishop as kind of like a spy. Put him in the right position. Yeah, I guess we can end the turn. Helsinki has an annoying garrison as well, which is kind of annoying to deal with. That's why I said it was annoying in the first place. Alright, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's gonna be fine. Don't want to take this guy. Send the woman down to the castle of Halich or something. I don't know how you pronounce that shit. Oh, actually, before I forget, you should, while it's still a castle, you should probably recruit a few of these horses. They're going to be very useful against the garrison in Kiev. Same old, build a watchtower here. You don't have to, but I just like to get the visibility. And then siege down Helsinki. You could also get a merchant ship to cross this strait. But I'm not really into that stuff because it's expensive and you're gonna disband it anyway afterwards. And if you don't, it's just a really expensive ship. Yeah, so Riga is upgraded. I would recommend going for this first. And from now on, yeah, I guess roads are just good in general for the mobility. This one is good for the free garrison upkeep. But the market is also really good in the early game. Right. So again, we can continue. Got a mission to reinforce Riga. We're not gonna do that because it costs money and we don't have money. We don't have enough money. This should be good. This army should be big enough to deal with Helsinki on the auto resolve in the first turn of sieging it. I would think. Here is Kiev. This one is gonna be our big money maker. We could hire a few mercenaries, but I don't think we have to because we also have these horses that are coming along. And we can recruit another one before it is being turned into a castle. We're still making money, so we don't have to worry about that. But taking Kiev is really key in the strategy because Kiev is a big money maker. And avoiding Vilnius is also really detrimental. Because if you focus on Vilnius, which has a big garrison, as you can see, it's just an annoying garrison to deal with. It's so much better to go for Smolensk, Kiev, or maybe even Moscow, which is down here, and Ryazan. And then focus on Vilnius later, you know. Let the Poles weaken it. Right. Again, go for the crop rotation. I know it's not the most economical thing to do, as in it's not making you the most money at the start of the game, but eventually it will really scale. And I'm gonna say it again, don't take a husband for this princess, because then she will be gone. You cannot use her anymore then on the campaign map, and it's gonna fuck up your royal family, your bloodline. We'll also have a little talk on the character traits after we took all the settlements we want. It's a shame that we lost our king. That's not part of the strategy, but we're gonna roll with it as nothing happened. Here are the Poles. They also want a piece of Kiev because it's a good city and they know it. But yeah, it's gonna be ours, and there's nothing that they're gonna do about it. You know, they cannot do anything about it. So now it's gonna become a town, which is what we want. Ooh, we don't have any money for this. We really would want to build this instead. I guess it will be for the next turn, so we'll build a road instead. That's fine. You're gonna reinforce. Now this should be plenty to take down this garrison. Which this is also gonna turn into a into a city. Where the fuck is that stupid castle? Here it is. You want to get some trade rights, map information, perhaps even an alliance. They're gonna break it no matter what you do. Unless you have like a full garrison in every bordering settlement. Yeah, so now getting Helsinki and getting Kiev. Things are looking good. Hopefully without any mercenaries. You want to get it before... oh, this might be actually pretty good. See if we can get an alliance with them. Yes, we can. Maybe do this even. This will set you up for this will set you up for a long-term alliance. They have accepted. This is actually pretty good. I don't know if this will happen in your game, but now that the Poles are standing next to Kiev, they will help you out, and then you'll definitely be able to take it. Here you can see that, and if the Poles aren't standing beside you, you should wait for this horse to arrive, and maybe even wait for them to sally out. And then you can still take Kiev. Right now we're just gonna merge everything that we have. Kaffa has a small garrison, a really small one. So I think we only need we only need these horses, to be honest. And we're gonna take the rest to Vilnius. Now here's where I have to think a bit. Let's just wait one turn. Or should we just keep on moving? I guess we just keep on moving. I suppose we should go to... I don't know if we should go to Vilnius, Yashi, or Kaffa. Let's just go to Vilnius, yeah. Build a watchtower. Put it on low. Don't forget to put it on low. And reinforce with that guy. These two dudes are gonna join this army next turn. They're out of movement. Right. This should be an easy auto-resolve. Average. That's not amazing. Anyway, you're gonna occupy it, merge everybody together, leave one filthy... leave one pathetic stack of archers behind, and move your way back down to Vilnius. And you're gonna merge, that's the trick here, we're gonna merge this army and this army together to fight Vilnius. Take it from them. Take it from the rebels. And then we can move to Kaffa and maybe even Yashi or whatever, however you pronounce it. Or we could decide to go to Moscow and Ryazan in the east. Yes, we are out of money, but that's okay. Don't want to take this guy. What we do want to do Oh, by the way, you never want to adopt anyone. That's really bad for your family. It's gonna give your characters really bad traits. We do want to convert this, and we do want to keep on building farms for that population growth. It's a shame we cannot build anything here, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. So place one watchtower here as well. You want to place them as much as you can, in my opinion, just for that visibility. Yeah, that alone is reason enough, in my opinion. Right. So on turn 10, we are now on turn 10. After the Poles do what they do. You don't want to take any brides, I don't think. Oh, Helsinki. Oh, that's too bad. Should have put it on. That's fine. So as you are on turn 10 and you follow my steps, maybe you're a few turns faster or slower than me. But now that you have Riga, Novgorod, Helsinki, Smolensk and Kiev, your economy is good enough, right? We have a big army right here. This in total is like almost a full army, not the highest quality, but good enough for the early game. You make 2k a month. You have another army down here, somewhat of an army. You can even reinforce it further with some Novgorod troops. And yeah, I would recommend first do this, and then do this. Actually, yeah. It just feels safe. Nah, no. Just do this first. Land clearance. I don't know. Do what you want. We ideally want to get this, but this is super expensive. So I think a port is a good money maker. And build the farms in Kiev. You should always, in my opinion, like the best order for things. Depends. Like if you want to min-max everything, I would say farms have the highest priority, even above roads. But after the farms, you build a road, then you build a port, I would say. And if you don't have a port, you build a grain exchange. And also a town watch for the free upkeep is very good. But we're going to be building a farm, of course, or land clearance. Right. End turn. Kaffa is another target we want to get to, by the way. Don't want to take the adoption, no matter how good the general. A trick that I am applying here, I don't know if this is an exploit or not, but as you can see, right? Oh, will this apply? Oh, never mind. So they will surrender in 3 turns. I don't think we'll actually need this army, to be honest. I think we don't need this army to reinforce Vilnius, the siege of Vilnius. I think we can manage with this alone. We can even wait, just wait 3 turns, that's fine. Now this army can move towards the east, go to Moscow. Again, put it on low, build some farms. Put it on low, build some farms, right? Here we want to build a port, as we cannot afford these irrigation. This irrigation building is quite expensive. Right. End turn. Don't want to take the bride. I've read that somewhere, I don't know. Maybe we should take the bride. I don't know. Now here it says that you will probably not win it, or it's going to be very close. So we're just going to have some patience, wait 2 turns for them to sally out. And that will give us the advantage, I think, in the open field. In the open field, we'll definitely win. Probably even with the auto-resolve, and otherwise we'll just do it ourselves. We can even hire some more mercenaries if we need that, but I'm not really into that stuff. Now, I would recommend building a market and then this. Because a market is going to give you more trade money and more economy, and this will give you free upkeep. And it will allow you to recruit some archers. Make sure that you have your spy on this area of Poland, because the Poles are going to be coming in this way, and they're actually the only one to worry about. Maybe Hungary also, but that's going to be a bit later down the line. Build another set of farms. You're going to be moving east. Again, build a bunch of watchtowers as you move along the road. Don't want to take him. I mean, we could do this, right? But it's gonna be one turn, so it will be too late, which is fine. This is gonna be enough, probably. Again, build another watchtower. This is for when the Mongols come in. They have a bigger chance to spawn here in the south, in Iraq, Iran. This is like Baghdad, the region of Baghdad. They can also spawn here in the Caucasus. It's a little bit less likely, and it's even less likely to see them spawn from the northern parts of Russia, or like Siberia or the Ural Mountains. But some I don't know why, but somehow if you play Russia, they always spawn. They always spawn up north. So just they always spawn up north. So just be wary of that. They will spawn around turn 66, between turn 60 and 70, somewhere between those lines. So they will sally out next turn, but we will probably win on the auto-resolve, which is amazing. Yeah. I mean, since we cannot afford the we can probably afford the farms next turn. Yeah, so we'll wait one turn on building anything. Here they go. We can probably auto-resolve this. Vilnius is going to be our one castle, by the way. Yeah, clear victory, easy. We don't want to adopt. That will fuck up our family. And I would recommend placing one watchtower here to see the Poles coming. And then just use this army that is here. And yeah, move towards Kaffa. Now this is probably a bit too much. So we're gonna leave these guys in Vilnius. And this army is gonna move towards Kaffa. It's gonna be a long while, but that's okay. Smolensk, I would suppose. Yeah, the grain exchange is affordable. But first do the farms in Novgorod, Helsinki. Ooh, actually, we gotta prioritize Helsinki first, I think, because that's a smaller settlement. Actually, let's just upgrade Smolensk. Right. Build one watchtower here. And go to Moscow. Should we build anything in Novgorod? I guess we can build... I mean... Let's just build some paved roads. I know I said that having an irrigation system is high priority, but... You know, it's gonna take 3 turns to build and we gotta save. I don't know, man. I just want to build those... Next turn we... you know what? We'll wait for the irrigation. Don't want to adopt. Here we go. This can be an an auto resolve as well, easy. Now we can build this. We're still building everywhere. Now we cannot afford these farms, which is kind of annoying. So we'll just build a port instead, and then next turn we can build it. A port is a good money maker. It's like one of the best. Now we don't have a princess. We don't, so we probably should build one of these, right? To get ourselves a diplomat. I will worry about it later. Maybe the Hungarians will come to us. Right. Don't want to take the adoptions, even though the generals are very good. Clear victory. Now we have Muscovy. I guess build the roads first so we can reach... Actually, no, because we're not moving on them that much. As you can see, we only have to cross this small part of the Moscow province. We will build a watchtower. And now we'll go to Ryazan. That's going to be our last settlements to conquer in this region. And then this guy is going to go to Kaffa, and that's going to be his last little project, if you will. Going to keep on building troops because we don't trust the Poles. Never trust the Poles. I would wait on recruiting merchants. I would just wait on before we get a market here in Kiev, because you want to make Kiev your main merchant recruitment city. You want to get the merchant guild headquarters from Kiev, and either Kiev or Kaffa, but doesn't really matter. Kiev, you'll have access earlier than Kaffa, so I would just say Kiev, I suppose. We cannot afford this one. Are you kidding me? It's just gonna be 80 ducats short, so maybe we can. Doesn't look like. Maybe if we do this, yeah. Build the farms there. Here are the French. Yeah, the AI is gonna come towards you with diplomacy and stuff. So don't want to take him. This should be an easy one to get as well. Just wait it out. Maybe it's not that easy. Maybe I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. I will see. Maybe I can take it manually. And we are approaching Kaffa. Or we're approaching Kiev, I should say. Build the roads, then the market, and this. Smolensk is growing. That's good to see. Everywhere we're building. You want to prioritize those buildings. Very nice. Actually, we can send... Nah. It's pointless. Retrain. As you can see, right, our economy is already pretty good. We have some armies, right? And we're able to recruit, keep on recruiting troops. You know what I mean? Still have enough to build. Still have enough money to build everywhere and every single settlement. Now these buildings aren't really that important. You don't want to build a brothel or any building in this line, in this building line, because if you do, and you have a governor in there, where is it? You don't want to build these buildings. If you want to play min-maxi. Because if you have a governor inside a town or settlement that has a brothel in it, it's gonna give your governor bad traits. That does mean that you cannot build any spies, but who needs spies anyways, right? Why would you need a spy? No, I'm kidding. First we're gonna build the communal farming and then we're gonna focus on upgrading it. I know it's a bit... Actually, let's build the road first. Because this is such a big province. I mean, yeah, like... We're moving along. Grabbing some more archers from Kiev. This is way too much for Kaffa, by the way, but it is what it is. Now it says that we have plenty of chance, but I'm not really buying it, so we're gonna wait it out. Normally I would build a road first, but since there is such a small distance between the city of Moscow and the next province, it's not really worth it to build roads as a first building. Yeah, and then just end turn, I suppose. Don't want to take the adoption. Build a watchtower. Now, as we are building up this army right here in Vilnius, you could, if you want, if you want to, you can take down the Poles, right? But I don't really want that. I just want to play tall and relax, sit back and chill. But yeah, you could, right? Now here we go. Here we're coming towards Kaffa. Riga is growing. That's nice to see. Here they're coming. We can probably just auto-resolve. Yep, draw's good enough. There you go. Don't want to take the adoption again. Now we are going to convert this to a city ASAP. And we're going to move this guy back to the west. Let's make him a general or governor or whatever. So now that we've dealt with this, we don't want to go further east because those distances are just becoming too long, too big. And the money you get from them is like neglectable. Unless you like put a really good governor on it. Let's just build a church since we have the money. So on turn 20, so this is what I mean on getting those settlements. If you take those settlements, not recruit any mercenaries and just take the route that I took, you'll see that you have plenty of money to keep on building, keep on recruiting, and just play the game, you know, without worrying. Here we're just gonna make a market, prioritize the right buildings, then things are gonna be fine. Now that we have made the crop rotation, which is I think the biggest building we can build in this city tier, yeah, because it's not a large town yet. Oh, it is. Oh, we'll wait. You could also go for Oslo, by the way, if you really want to, but I'm not really into that. Don't want to take the adoption. And what should we build here? I guess we can build the paved roads now. And then we'll build a market. Riga. Yeah. I guess you can maybe recruit one more archer to fill up your garrison, your free garrison. Yeah, just build a market. And you siege down Kaffa, which has a really small garrison, by the way. Really small garrison. Right. Everywhere we're building, which is good. Just gonna keep on moving on. Don't want to take the adoption. We're waiting for our new kids to grow up. I'm gonna make good governors out of them, and I'll show you how you do that as well. Yeah, I guess we can build that. We're already in the luxury of building non-essential buildings, right? Because our economy is just so good already. And we allied the Poles. Now we have Kaffa, so it's turn 22, right? We probably could have done it a bit. We probably could have done it a bit earlier. I feel like there's some improvements still after taking Kiev, right? Because I was marching towards Vilnius and then coming back to Kaffa. So to Vilnius to Kaffa, which is not really the most efficient route. You could probably split off 50% goes to Kaffa, the other 50% that conquered Kiev goes to Vilnius. And then with the combination of the Helsinki or Riga army, you could maybe pull off Vilnius and then move to Muscovy and Ryazan. Either way, it doesn't really matter. In 20 turns, you have all of this, right? Basically the heartland of Russia, modern day Russia. And yeah, once you get your market in Kiev, you can pump out merchants, put them on the slaves. Two slaves here, Kiev, 2 slaves in Kaffa. As you can see, the handcuffs, and 1 in Sarkel. So there are 5 slave provinces. There's also another one in Oslo. If you want to go for that, I'm not really doing that because it's annoying. Because it's on the other side of the Baltic, and you then have Denmark to worry about. Yeah. So it just shows you that Russia really has potential if you pull off the. If you manage to do the opening right, Russia is actually pretty strong because right now we're the biggest nation of the game in 20 turns without fighting any nation other than rebels, right? So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to show you guys. Wait, did I? I don't know. That's basically what I wanted to show you guys, and yeah. I hope you enjoy, and I'm not gonna show you guys how to make a good governor. That will be another video, I guess. Peace.